unofficial Universal Orlando podcast is a member of the Mice Chat Podcast Network. MicePod.com. Now, discover the universe, one theme park at a time.
Greetings, Universal fans. It's time for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, bringing you all the news from the Universal Orlando Resort and Universal Studios Hollywood, Singapore, and Japan.
Hello and welcome to episode 117 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, brought to you in association with MiceChat.com and sponsored by Fairy Godmother Travel and the Producers Club. So, of course, with me today, I've got the full crew, so go on ahead, Tracy.
Hello.
And Lee.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, stuff your face. And Darren.
What's up, Internet?
Oh, it's sad, Darren.
Lee's the one that has to mention Thanksgiving.
Why, what's wrong with that?
Because you don't have it.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Okay.
I can still be thankful for giving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Doop.
All right, and we will begin with a quick news update.
Right, Universal Orlando have announced some of the celebrities that will grace next year's A Celebration of Harry Potter. The 3-day event will feature film talent Q&A sessions, a wand combat masterclass, the Sword and Hat experience, and more. People who are going to be there, well, that includes Robbie Coltrane, James Phelps, Oliver Phelps.
What a surprise.
Hey, it might just be one.
They're always
goes
there.
and changes his jacket and comes back out. Ivana Lynch is also going to be there. But also, Albus Dumbledore himself, Michael Galpin, will be there. So, a celebration of Harry Potter will take place on January the 30th through to February the 1st, 2015 at Universal Orlando. And as I said, with the Q&A sessions and also autograph sessions with the film celebrities. There'll be special discussions and demonstrations with creative talent. And there'll be access to the Celebration of Harry Potter Expo, where the fans can enjoy the Sword and Hat experience, pose for photos in a recreation of the iconic Great Hall set, and celebrate their Hogwarts House Pride in an interactive Pottermore exhibit.
That sorting hat thing, Darren, isn't that what they did it last year, where they don't actually put it on your head, they just sort of hover it over in case they get anything disgusting on it?
Yeah, exactly.
Aww. And you're a Hufflepuff, aren't you? You found out the other day?
Officially, yes.
I knew I was a Ravenclaw. Access to A Celebration of Harry Potter is included with regular theme park admission or an annual pass. But admission to certain activities is being granted on a first-come, first-served basis. So while most of the activities for A Celebration of Harry Potter will be open to all Universal Orlando Park guests who purchase the exclusive event vacation package will enjoy certain special benefits and reserved sections for the discussions and demonstrations. To join the conversation, use the hashtag HPCelebration on Twitter. And for more information about the event, tickets and available exclusive event vacation packages, visit universalorlando.com/celebration.
I think we're going to see this every year now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems
Well,
like they
yeah.
bumped it up a bit from last year, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about it. It's their annual Star Wars Weekends type event. It makes sense, you know?
Yeah. And put it this way, it's the only reason that Hollywood Studios has ever packed, so why? Especially now with Diagon Alley. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. People like to get the geek on, don't they, as well?
We'd go. Like I said,
Absolutely.
I'm surprised they haven't embraced. I know from when we had Eric Skull on from MuggleNet, when Gregory talked to him, it was kind of brought up there, but I'm surprised they've never embraced the fan community and sort of integrated it in with like a LeakyCon or an Ascendio event, something like that, and make it even bigger.
Yes, I think they should.
It is true. I wonder if that's more from Rowling, though. I don't know.
Maybe. Or Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Warner Brothers restricting it a bit more.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a possibility, yeah.
Mm.
And if a weekend full of, a weekend based on a series that is based on kid wizards in school, if that doesn't do it for you, we have another one for you. Universal Orlando Resort are to host Nickelodeon's Every Which Way Weekend, December 12th and 13th, featuring series cast members. Fans of Nickelodeon's hit TV show can enjoy Q&A and autograph sessions with the cast, an exclusive advanced screening of the first 2 episodes of Season 3. Fans of the hit series will be able to enjoy 2 days of spellbinding activities featuring some of their favorite cast members, including, and as I butcher them, Paola,
Paula, I would have said.
Paola.
How you spelled it?
Paola.
Paola.
Yeah, 'cause you only have Paolo, don't you? So Paola.
Paola. And Dino. That's played by Emma Alonso. Nick Mercio. Daniel Miller. Paris Smith is Maddie Van Pelt. And Rahart Adams, who's played by Jax Novoa. During the event, guests can also experience one-of-a-kind traditions that the entire family will enjoy at Universal Orlando's holiday celebration. That's running daily from December 6th to January 3rd. Guests will come face-to-face with the Grinch at Grinchmas, watch majestic Macy's balloons wind through the streets, and hear Christmas music sensation Mannheim Steamroller perform beloved holiday classics. For more information on that, you can go to universalorlando.com, and we'll put the link in the show notes.
Is anybody aware of Every Which Way or whatever it's called?
No, I had to search it.
I've heard of it, but that's as much.
Hunter, it's more your age group.
I didn't even bother looking it up. I have no idea.
We should have Jade here. It's more her age bracket,
She
I
doesn't
fear.
watch it.
Basically a high school full of wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Is it not like the Wizards of Waverly Place, like the next generation?
No.
Not even
Not
like
as good as that, no.
90210 with witches.
90210.
That's still on the go, isn't it?
Witches. Wasn't it always with witches?
Oh, no, it's a word that sounds like witches.
Snitches.
What?
Sneeches.
Snitches.
I'd watch Beverly Hills 90210 Sneeches.
It makes sense, though, when they've, like, having all these weekends with properties they own to bring a different crowd of people into the parks, really.
Yeah.
We need to
Yeah.
see Simpsons weekends next.
That would be good.
I guess. Yeah, if they did a Q&A with like the voice actors, that would be pretty neat.
That would be awesome.
And to get you out the
Yeah.
park, Montgomery Burns releases the hounds.
They won't be there, will he?
No.
He's the only one not.
Transformers weekend where the actual Transformers come.
That would be cool.
Yes.
A Q&A with Optimus Prime.
That would be
He
awesome.
wouldn't get in the door. Anyway,
Then they can spend the rest of the time reconstructing Universal.
yeah, the money they make off hosting the weekend, they spend building the park back up because it's wrecked.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed on Twitter the other day that it would appear that the new walkway from Cabana Bay is open. I don't know whether you guys saw that.
Did
Yep,
see
I
it,
actually saw it.
Oh,
Ooh.
Darren, then you're best to
Saw
talk
it,
about
saw it.
this.
It's a walkway.
It's apparently very nice for a walkway.
Yeah, I mean, all their walkways.
It's a walkway. Yeah.
The bridge that goes over, from Cabana Bay. I don't remember what street that is there. But it has to go over a street, so the bridge that goes over is actually done really well. They've got
Nice.
potted plants and everything on either side,
Mm.
and yeah, it is their living bridge that they were talking about.
Cool.
Very
It was
It looks nice.
at J Mercado, if I'm pronouncing that right, 760 on Twitter, who posted it, and he said it took him about 10 to 15 minutes to walk from Cabana Bay to CityWalk. Which, when you
That's not
consider how long
bad.
did it take us to walk from Royal Pacific
About the same.
over, about 10
7
minutes.
to 10 minutes, I would say.
And that's a lovely walk.
Yeah. And if that looks like that does most of the way.
Yeah. Well, doesn't
Yeah.
it, Darren, doesn't it go, don't you actually join that walkway?
Yeah, it joins right before you start rounding, like where the water is, like going around like the where the boats are.
Okay,
The walkway goes along the one side of it,
right.
Gotcha.
so
Very
that's where it
nice.
connects in. So yeah, it's about the same distance because it's the same distance from Cabana Bay to there as it is from Royal Pacific to that like connecting point too. So
Yeah, I know a lot of people were kind of like it was getting built and everyone watched it get built, and then there was kind of no mention of it, and then it just suddenly opened.
So, as we reported on the last show, the new burger sushi restaurant at Universal Orlando CityWalk opened on the 2nd of November. Gregory was there opening day as well as last Saturday, and Darren visited with Nina last Sunday. So we will pass it over to Gregory to hear his thoughts first, and then we'll be back to hear from Darren.
What's up, UUOP? This is Gregory today, live on location at Cowfish Orlando. I've already got two delicious rolls in front of me. One is a very traditional spicy tuna roll, and the other is called a Mad Mango Cotto roll, which mixes mango, avocado, tempura shrimp in one roll. Just good stuff. I'm talking a little bit about Cowfish. I've actually eaten here twice before. That makes today number 3. Wow. In 1 week. So I've had a lot of food here. What is Cowfish? Cowfish mixes 2 different food groups under one restaurant. So you can really split the menu into 3 parts. You've got burgers, sushi in the very traditional sushi sense, and you've got what they've dubbed Burgushi. Burgushi mixes both. So you have sushi that has burger elements, and you've got burgers that have sushi elements, all of which have been delicious. So far, I've enjoyed lots of the appetizers here. I've had some of the fried pickles, which are actually coming to my table as we speak. Hi.
You got some fried pickles over here?
I do.
Wonderful. These are addicting.
Those look amazing.
They are addicting. You get this, so you gotta get the sauce in that area there. Alright, can I get you anything else right now?
No, that's all for now.
Enjoy.
Thanks. Live on location, we'll have things like that. I just had my fried pickles delivered to the table. These things are amazing. So yes, I've had the fried pickles. I've had the togarashi shrimp, which is like an Asian flash fried shrimp. Very good. If you're having an appetizer for one, I'd recommend that one. If you're having appetizers to share, I recommend the fried pickles, which I have. I've also had the tuna nachos, which is like a wonton flat with seared tuna on top. You can eat it either chip style, or you can kind of just grab what's on top with your chopsticks. Very good if you are a tuna lover. I have not had a chance to try many of the burgers, but there are a lot of them. I've had a little bit of the jalapeno showstopper. I may get some of the names of these wrong. But the jalapeno showstopper, I believe, has jalapenos infused in about 5 ways. It's like the perfect amount of spice, and I had it with sweet potato fries here, which are really good as well, if you'd like those as a side. Moving into what I have been most excited about has been the sushi here. Today is actually the first day I'm having a lot of traditional sushi. I was very excited to try the Burgushi, which mixes the elements. I've had the Doug's filet roll. Now, be careful with this one. This is an uncooked roll, so if you are not used to uncooked meats, this is not one for beginners. But if you are looking for cooked rolls, Taste Explosion roll, I've heard everyone who's tried it, including myself, has loved it. It's basically like little bites of a full burger. It's got a slice of tomato on each one, melted cheese, ground beef in the middle. Really good roll. I've also had, if you're into pork, the High Class Hillbilly roll. The High Class Hillbilly roll has pulled pork, barbecue sauce, kind of coleslaw on top, and potato onion straws as like a really cool garnish / side. Love those. I've also had it as the crunch roll, which was really good. Right now I'm having, like I said, the spicy tuna and the Mad Mango Cotto roll, which are both really good. The one thing I actually haven't gotten to try yet has been dessert here, mainly because I've been so stuffed from all the amazing food here at Cowfish. So today, barring me getting full on what I have in front of me, I do want to try at least one of these milkshakes. I hear they come in alcoholic varieties, but seeing as I'm by myself and driving home, I may not be partaking in the alcoholic variety, but they still look really good. All the pictures I've seen have made me really want to try these. So for now, I'm just going to enjoy my meal. And if I have any closing thoughts with dessert or anything else comes to mind, we'll hop back for a little more, okay? All right, UUOP, I've had a fantastic meal tonight. The mango avocado roll was fantastic. I highly recommend it to any sushi fans. finishing the meal out with a hand-spun milkshake. So far, it's been delicious. I got the s'mores milkshake, and they even lit the marshmallows on fire before they brought them out. Unfortunately, I would have really liked them to light them on fire at my table. I think that would have worked out a lot better. But anyway, yeah, I like that they sought to light the marshmallows on fire. So when you next come to Universal Orlando, this needs to be at the top of your list. This restaurant, incredible. So come out here, have some fun, have some sushi, have some burgers, and enjoy. For the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, this has been Gregory on location.
So everyone has been very excited to find out about this restaurant, and they have kept us waiting, as Cowfish has been the last place of the reimagining of CityWalk to open. Darren, how was it?
It was amazing. There's
That's my catchphrase.
The moo? Yeah, we know.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Oh, God.
But yeah, no, it's really good. Right from when you walk in, even before you walk in, actually, it's kind of cool because the waiting list is all done with your cell phone. So you give them your cell phone number, they text you, and then there's a website that opens up that has an aquarium on it, and you are assigned a fish. And as your fish gets closer to the front of the aquarium, you're getting closer to being seated. So it's kind of cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it gives you a little real-time wait there.
I would be interested to see how that works for out of the United States guests.
Yes.
Because a lot of
I'm sure you
people...
can
International guests.
I'm sure you could
I'm
just
sure
hang
they have a
around, too.
traditional, yeah.
But
Well, that's not fair. We're not getting the full experience.
No.
Nope. No,
So
you're
what
not.
we have to do
I'm going to
is
complain.
Change your citizenship.
pick.
I
Yeah,
wish it was that
I was
easy.
just going to say I'll pickpocket somebody's phone.
There you go.
Or, you could just use Darren and I's phone.
Yeah, we here at the Unofficial Universal
true.
Orlando podcast do not condone stealing people's phones in CityWalk.
Yeah, or maybe the
Nice.
hotel you're staying at will comp you a nice one.
Or if you do, don't get
Yeah.
caught.
Oh, yeah.
Just visit the new phone trees near the new walkway.
So yeah,
Right
beyond
this
that,
season.
beyond that, the decor is really cool too. It's it's kind of sticking with that Universal's new kind of retro modern theming.
Mm.
They've got some neat things when you first walk into the bottom floor, there's just basically a very small circular area. They've got the host on one side that takes your reservations and everything. And then as you walk around, they've got 3 big touch screens where kids can play around while you're waiting. They can design a fish and put hats on them and glasses and whatnot.
Cute.
What do you mean, kids?
No, he's talking about you,
anyone can
Hunter.
do this. Yes. And then there's a elevator, and because I know if you've seen the pictures of it, you've got 2 huge chopsticks on the outside that are basically the entrance, and there's a kind of a tube. It looks like a tube that goes all the way up to the 2nd floor, and that is half elevator and then a half a winding staircase around the elevator.
That's cool.
All right.
And the elevator is a glass elevator, so that's pretty cool too.
Because it's above Vivo, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Everything's on the 2nd floor. There's no part of the restaurant's on the 1st floor besides just the entrance to the elevator and the stairs.
So I know I'd seen a few people getting pictures taken, Darren, because there's a photo op out the front, isn't there?
Yeah, a cowfish. I guess that's the closest.
Blub, blub, blub.
Yeah, it's got stirrups or whatever. It looks like a weird snail Simpsons thing, actually.
It seems to be a lot of people are really liking it, though, because you see how many people sort of walk past and jump on the surfboard outside of whatever that place is.
Oh, yeah.
Things like this really draw people to it, don't they?
It does, yeah.
Especially with it being up on the 2nd floor. I think they need that drawing, I think, a little bit as well.
Yeah. And I went up there, it was about 8:45 at night on a Sunday, and I had to wait 40 minutes for a table.
Whoa.
So they are doing pretty good. A lot of the seating is outside, actually, on a patio kind of area. But they've got heaters out there because it was kind of chilly last night here.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
It went down to an excruciating 65 degrees last week.
Yeah. Uncomfortable to eat dinner in.
Yeah.
You'd expect something heated, but they do. They actually have heaters
Goes in
on the
everything.
ceiling.
It was terrible.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, so they got heaters on the ceiling out there, so don't worry if it's the weather's not the best, you sit out there, it's still fine. It's like you're inside.
Is it covered, Darren? Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. And it's a huge patio area. It's got awesome views of everything. You've got the lighthouse peeking out from behind the Universal Studios store on the left. And then on the right, you've got, your entrance to, you can see the Universal globe from there, and the video screen that plays like right in the center of CityWalk, that big circular video screen kind of thing.
Is that like the Coca-Cola one that wasn't working forever?
Yeah. Yeah, now they play a lot of music videos and stuff on there now.
Yeah.
But that you see that going, so it's just like neon craziness outside. It's pretty cool. And then inside, like right when you walk up, after you get off the elevator and walk out, they've got a huge fish tank that's like actually a set of chopsticks and a bunch of noodles, and then the fish are like swimming around the noodles. It's kind of cool. So it's just like really, really interesting. Then on the right, they've got a sushi bar, like a full like traditional sit down sushi bar. And on the left, they've got like an outside bar, kind of patio bar thing. If you just want to go up and drink, you can do that too. You don't have to do it. And yeah, so we ended up sitting outside on the patio, and we had lots of food.
Go on then.
The end. All right. So moving on. No, we'll start off with Parmesan truffle fries. That's what it is.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's Parmesan and truffle cheese on French fries, which were pretty awesome. That was very good, and it's huge. It's a huge portion. And it's actually the cheapest appetizer they have. That's not why we got it. It just looked the best, but that was really good. And then for drinks, for a drink, I got I think it's called the Backyard Brew, and that was apple pie. It's got apple pie moonshine.
Right.
It's Fireball whiskey and actual apple juice and a couple other things, and it tastes exactly like an apple pie.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's garnished with a cinnamon stick and an apple slice, and it was amazing. Very good stuff. For the meal, I had to try what they're known for, and that's a Burgushi.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They're burger inspired sushi. So the one I had was the wooshi roll. And that
Burgushi,
is
whooshy.
yes, exactly. And it's bison. It's ground bison meat.
Okay.
With fried green tomatoes, jalapeno, and then you've got your traditional. It also had red onions and a couple other things on there. And then it was like rolled up traditionally like sushi. So you had rice and seaweed roll on the outside of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds very nice.
It was really good. The bison itself was actually a little dry, but that's what it is. It's a little bit leaner than ground beef. So there's not as much fat in there. That was a little dry. I think next time I'll try, they have one with filet mignon in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll be trying that one next.
Wow.
But it was still very nice, and the presentation is amazing. It comes on with the side of ginger, like you traditionally get at a sushi place, but they've got it like wrapped around a set of clovers, so you've got like a small forest on the side of your plate. And Nina got the what they call the Burgushi box, and it's like a bento box.
I'm just looking at that now.
Yeah, so you get like edamame, sweet potato fries, a small burger. It's like a mini burger, and it is literally very, very small.
Right.
But it's amazing. Like, it makes me want to go back and get a burger. Like, I wish I would have gotten one. So I'll be back very shortly to try those out.
I think if you look at the menu, there are so much that jump out at you to go, right, I need to try that, and I need to try that, and I need to try that.
Yeah, it definitely merits more than one visit. So yeah, she got that. She was very happy with everything. And it also has like the Japanese pickles, pickled cucumbers kind of thing. It's not like a regular pickle. It's made a different way, but it's really good. It's it's a lot sweeter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
than your regular like standard pickle. And they make it fresh, so it's not actually like pickled in a jar either. It's like seasoning that's put on the cucumber. So that was all awesome, very good stuff, and then finished it off with spiked milkshake.
Ah,
Yes, and the one I had was the King Lives. Is that what it's called?
the king lives. Parmesan rum, 99 bananas liqueur, vanilla ice cream, banana, and peanut butter cups.
Yeah, that's it. In a milkshake.
Okie dokie.
So that was very good. It's Elvis inspired, obviously, with the name and everything. Elvis was famous for having his peanut butter,
Banana, yeah.
Uh-huh.
yeah, peanut butter, banana, and bacon sandwiches, all deep fried.
Mmm.
So yeah, it was really good. The presentation is really amazing with the meal. So if you're gonna go out, it's definitely a special night. They make sure everything's up to par. The waitress we had was amazing too. It turned out she has a boyfriend that lives in Largo.
Right.
So we got to talking a lot with her because, me and Nina, she lives up right by where Nina lives, and
Okay.
her boyfriend lives right where I live. So that was kind of cool. But very personable staff. Like, everybody was really cool. You could stop anybody and ask them for something because I need a water refill, and she wasn't out there, and another person came by and just was like no problem, took care of it right away.
Excellent.
But yeah, all in all, it was really good. Definitely enjoy it, and I'll definitely be back.
I was just going to ask, Darren, what did you think for the price? Do you think it was value for money?
It was expensive, but I'd say what we got, the most expensive things were the drinks, really.
Mm-hmm. See, I don't think those prices are bad at all, but that's coming from England.
There are expensive ones. They're generally sort of around the $15 mark, but then there's like the Chef's Deluxe 15-piece mix there that's $27.
Yeah, well, and that's a 15-piece mix. That would be shared by a couple of people.
Yeah, and there's a couple of sushi combos that are like $23, but generally they're all around the $15, $16 mark.
Like the roll I got was $17.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a lot for what you get because there's not a whole lot there. The burgers are probably your best value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because each burger is a half-pound burger.
Right.
So yeah, that's a pretty big burger.
Yeah.
When you compare it to like your average sushi place, the portion sizes to the price, would you say, it's a lot better?
Well, your average sushi place isn't serving bison in their rolls.
Very
either.
true.
Or filet
Now, as far
mignon.
as they're their actual sushi rolls, yeah, it's comparable for sure.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not ridiculous, but it's a little bit more than you'd spend on average probably at not at a fast food restaurant, but at like a theme park kind of restaurant.
Okay.
Around there.
It looks fairly comparable to like what you could expect from like Mythos or Lombards or anything like that, though.
Yeah, I think on average it's a little bit more expensive than that.
Yeah, Mythos Mythos has a reputation of being a lot more expensive than it actually is.
It is, yeah. Because the meal I always get at Mythos is, I think, like $12 or something like that.
I think people think because it's their signature restaurant that it's more expensive than it is, and it's not at all.
Oh yeah, for the longest time I didn't even look at the menu there because I was just like, nope, I don't have that much money. I'm gonna go spend $10 on a burger instead.
Well, when you came last time, Darren, was that the first time you'd been when we went last year?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
I did not realise that.
And then we win again.
But what I was going to say there before, Darren, is like you've eaten at all the new places on CityWalk now.
Mm-hmm.
Which would you say was the best, and which would you say was your favourite? Because that's not necessarily one and the same thing.
I think in my case it is anyways for my preference. Cowfish, definitely.
Okay.
Out of all the places I've been, it's definitely been the best.
Hunter, I know you haven't eaten all of them, but you've eaten a few of them now. Which would you say?
Actually, I haven't even made it to Antojitos yet. Haven't had time.
Red Oven the only one you've been to then?
Yeah, I'd say so. But from what I was just kind of looking around on forums and reviews and stuff like that, it was kind of like Red Oven was the best value, Antojitos was like best lunch or maybe like drinks place, and then Cowfish was like the best dinner location.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that, Darren?
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely agree with that.
I think it's good because Universal for the longest times had a reputation of being crappy theme park food.
Yeah.
And it's
when you left there, I mean, the basic things, like I always went to Burger King when I left the park.
Yeah.
Because it was like the closest thing. It was up there. It was practical. But now, the options are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't really give you a lot of info on the rest of the restaurants, Like,
yeah.
Like I never knew what a lot of those places were Like, I didn't know what kind of food Bob Marley's place served or anything like that. It was just like, get your food, get out of there.
Yeah.
Get your hair braided.
Yep. Get your hair did.
Get your hair did.
Cool. Well, I am excited to try all of them, and we will be trying most of them when we come over next year.
I'd just like to say that because I can't get the Orlando menu up because it's still saying coming soon, the site I'm on. But if they do the sake sampler flight, I'm in.
Is that in the drinks menu?
I do not know if they have that there or not. Yes, they do.
Good, that's okay.
Well,
My sources.
Well, Nina's in the background there. Out of all the ones, because I assume Nina's eaten at most of them. Which is her favourite out of all of them then, Darren?
The Cowfish, she says.
But Darren, you're I mean, they're hardly related, but you're like a big sushi guy by itself, right?
Yeah.
So you probably like the diversity. Okay, do I want a burger today or do I want to get sushi?
Yeah, it's nice having those options. Yeah, definitely. And the other, I mean, there is another sushi place in CityWalk. It's way up in the corner, far away from everything, and it's pretty good. The stuff that I've had there, but I would much rather have this as an environment to be in because that's just an outside like window service kind of place.
Yeah.
That's the one across the road from like where Moe's and Panda Express is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've actually been there a couple of times since like the last time we talked about it, and it's very decent. It's good, but I just don't like the seating area and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The ambiance and everything is much better at Cowfish.
Excellent.
So Darren, you've been there in the last couple months and everything like that. Unfortunately, I haven't. Have you noticed more guests exiting the park and heading to CityWalk for lunch, or is it more like we're going to eat in the park for lunch and then head back for dinner into the CityWalk location? Have you noticed anything like that?
There's so many people going every different direction, especially with the two parks there. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
What the average person's doing. I see a lot of people going to Anahito's, like walking up towards that way, stopping, especially the quick service places like the Hot Dog Hall of Fame and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I see them more in that area.
And it makes me wonder if the locations that have been there for a long time, like Margaritaville and Bubba Gumps and things like that, because I mentioned it several times before, I think CityWalk is not only dependent on the tourists, but, actually like the local crowd itself. Mm-hmm. If they're losing a little bit of traffic due to all these new locations.
I can tell you Bubba Gump isn't. They are heaving. There's a huge crowd of people waiting outside every time that park closes.
Gotcha.
Because of their location. They've got like prime real estate there.
Yeah, they do.
Right before you leave. So you're like walking out and you're like, oh, let's go get something on iDrive. Wait, Bubba Gump's right here.
Well, we've done exactly that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bubba Gump's is technically, I think it's the closest location as soon as you're leaving the parking garages, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even the movie theater is down a little bit of a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and the mini golf as well. That entrance to that is even farther back. So
yeah.
And then you think you've still got whatever's going to replace NASCAR to open as well, which again's in a prime location.
And what about NBA City too?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I still never seen their door open. I don't know if it's an actual place or not.
It's where they keep all the Halloween Horror Nights props in there.
Oh, awesome. I'm going to have to stop by.
Darren's going to break in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look for our GoPro footage next week.
Cool. I mean, out of the places that are open, the two that I'm most looking forward to are Cowfish and Antojitos, I think, without a doubt.
Yeah, I would say you're about right. Those two places are awesome. Vivo's good too. I'm not knocking it at all, but I would definitely go. Yeah, Cowfish number 1, Anahito's number 2, Vivo 3.
I've been following a lot of it on Facebook and stuff like that, and everybody's just raving about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So we are now going to take a quick break. So don't go away, as there is much more to come.
Diagon Alley is open at Universal Studios Florida, and we know all you witches and wizards can't wait to visit. So let our friends at Fairy Godmother Travel deal with the muggles in resort reservations. They are Universal Parks and Resort specialists, as well as an authorised Disney vacation planner, and their service is free to you. From the new Cabana Bay Hotel to those other hotels run by a mouse, Fairy Godmother Travel can book all your Orlando area vacation needs. And make sure to let them know you heard about them because of UUOP, because every UUOP referral helps us continue to bring you the best Universal coverage. Contact them today by phone on 832 284 4002 or toll free 888 939 642539 or go to fairygodmothertravel.com. Let Fairy Godmother Travel make your next vacation magical.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Welcome back, everyone. You are listening to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, and it's time to bow down to our Producers Club members. And by popular demand, we would like to welcome back Mr. Thomas J. Wagner to the show to talk about his most recent trip. He is going to share with us his thoughts on the new stuff, as well as his memories of this trip.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello, guys. Thank you so much for allowing me back on. I love Universal, as you know, and I spent 4 awesome days there. I've always spent like maybe 2 days, no more than like 2.5, and it's always been rushing. But this time, 4 full days at my favorite vacation spot in the entire world.
All with Express Pass as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and my lovely wife, Lynette, bought me a Premier Pass for the 2 parks, an annual pass for my birthday. And so I was finally able to use it for the first time this year and use like 15, 20% off discounts at restaurants and merchandise. And so that came in very handy this time. And I used that sucker like crazy. I mean, pizza and cotton candy and hot dogs and hamburgers and fries and little toys and little figures. And it was just very, very helpful for someone who loves Universal stuff.
So basically you wore it out.
Yes.
Good.
I lived and breathed Universal for 4 days, and I brought most of it back home with me.
As long as you've left some for me next year.
I have, like, all of these notes that I jotted down. I know you want to know my views and opinions on the new stuff there. I was there the last week of October. The Royal Pacific I stayed at for all those days. And a good friend of the podcast, Mr. Derek Bergen, mention his name at the front desk, and like their eyes will be wide open, and yes sir, what would we like to do for you, and special things would happen.
Is this true?
Right?
Because I've heard this before.
So I tried it out, and I put my little camera on my iPhone and had it like on my pocket on my shirt, and to record it, and because I was like curious. So I was there and I checked in and all that, and I said, "Do you guys know Derek Bergen?" And the lady looked at me, made like the strangest face, like she just tasted something very sour.
Oh dear.
And said, Derek Bergen, does he work here? I'm like, I'm like, well, he kind of lives here. And so she's like, well, hold on 1 second. And she asked someone else, do you guys know Derek Bergen? And they said, no. I said, okay.
Oh dear, poor Derek.
Never mind. So, something that could have been something ended up being nothing. So that's for Derek Bergen, because
he was the prime
happened.
advocate to have you on the show today.
Yeah.
Right. And he charged me 10% booking fee. He says, well, if you get on, I get a 10% booking fee. I'm like, okay. But he ended up wanting my help. I was on the walkway to the parks. They were building a new bridge there. And so he says, could you please take a snapshot of the bridge for me? I said, sure. So I took a snapshot for him, and he used it on his little blogger thing. But speaking of Derek, I traveled to Universal for these 4 days by myself. But I can tell you I was anything but alone with Derek and his messages, and meeting Jesse and meeting Nina and seeing Darren and my friends Kevin and Angela and Lynette on the phone and messages back and forth. I was always with someone.
Aww.
And I was never alone. And that was like an awesome feeling, because I was like, I don't want to do it by myself 4 days. But so many people made me feel like I was there, not by myself.
Aww.
And that's what Universal is about, is family. And I felt very nice with all the people I met and hung out with.
Cool.
And
that's lovely.
Nina is awesome. She was wearing a Jaws shirt, I guess because of me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Darren wasn't wearing a Jaws shirt. He was wearing Back to the Future. But he had a Jaws wallet, so that's good. And Jesse, hey guys, Jesse here. She is so incredible. She is so bouncy, and she's just remarkable in person.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to hang out with her at the podcast meet last year, but she wore a Jaw shirt as well, and we hung out a little bit. And she's an incredible person. But thanks to Jesse and Nina, I have 2 tips for Men in Black: The Ride.
Ah.
The 2 tips are all the times that I've rode the ride and started pulling the trigger and started shooting at things, I always kept my finger like shooting at things.
Mm-hmm.
Nina looks at me when we rode it. She's like, "No, just keep your finger pressed just one time and keep it pressed." I'm like, "Okay, I've never done that before." So thank you, Nina, for that tip. And Jesse, that little devil. So we're playing the Men in Black ride, and we're back in the back seats, and it's time to hit the fusion exhaust port. And so I'm aiming across the way at the opponent.
I know what
Jesse,
you're going to say.
Exactly, Lee. She turns around and starts shooting our own fusion exhaust port.
You see, we rode that with Jesse and Josh the time before,
Jesse.
and Josh
yes,
started doing it. I was like,
exactly.
right, when we go back on this again, because we rode it twice, like, no cheating. We do not shoot our own exhaust port. It's disgusting. It is despicable. I will not have it done. We will do it properly. And it broke down at that point, and we all scored 100,000, 9,999 anyway.
Yeah,
so.
we all backed it out.
Awesome.
Big words from a podcast with unofficial in the title, right?
Yeah.
We actually need to get a piece of merchandise. I don't know, maybe a poster or a shirt or something that just has like the 10 commandments of unofficial. Friends don't let friends ride Twister. Don't shoot your own fusion exhaust port. we can write our own list.
I'm liking the sound of that.
That sounds great. So those are my 2 tips from Men in Black.
Excellent.
But walking to the park, I had early access to Universal Studios Florida each of those days, and they opened the park at 7 a.m.
Whoa.
And so I got up at 6, and each morning that I was there, it was like pitch black outside. It was such a weird feeling seeing that whole place so early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And have you guys ever been opening when they open the gates at Universal Studios Florida for the first time of the day?
I have.
I think we have at Islands, but I don't think we have at the studios.
Well, what they do is they do like a little, maybe 3-minute ceremony.
Okay.
And they take like someone from out of town or someone across the pond, which 2 times that happened that morning. And they do like a little speech, and they say, "Okay, let's open the parks. Lights, camera, action." And then they start letting people in. And I've never experienced that or even knew that they did something like that.
No.
So that was so awesome. It kind of reminded me of when the Spielberg cut the ribbon back when they first opened up June 7th, 1990, where he cut the ribbon on the first day of operation and everybody just like ran into the park. So I think they do that like every day since then. And so that's awesome that they keep on doing that.
That's really cool.
Yep. One morning I walked to the park and the Universal Globe for at least 5 hours that morning was stationary. It was
Whoa.
not spinning around.
That is something I have never seen.
Exactly. And so I was like, well, that's odd. And so I was going to make some funny videos or something like and do time lapse or something, go around the globe and try to, fix like that, or make some kind of Superman comment where he can go around the globe real quick and start spinning again. But I'll tell you what, I bet for those 4 or 5 hours that it was stopped, it was a lot easier to take pictures, because what happens every time that someone wants to take a picture next to the globe?
Exactly.
They say
You have to wait for it to come back around.
Exactly. And so I bet picture taking was like a snap for those 5 hours. So that's something that I've never seen before.
Cool.
Walking into the park, the first time I saw Jessie, she was like, "Thomas!" And I was like, "Jessie!" And I did a Kermit for her. I like ran across and went, "Ah!" like a Kermit like she does.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit. We sat down at a bench next to the Universal Studio store, and 2 different girls sat by next to Jessie, and one had like some toys, and she was like ripping open the package. She couldn't wait to play with the toys, and she was like so happy, like maybe 6 years old. And this other girl came by and sat down, and she had like a stuffed ET, and the look on her face when she like pulled it out of the bag, ripped the tag off, and like started hugging it. I'm like, man, that's a moment right there.
Oh.
Something that's from 1982, still making people so happy,
Mhm.
and the biggest smile was on her face.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's something that I remember. And then I met up with Darren and Nina at the DeLorean.
Cool.
And we were late as
And
well. So Thomas had to do like 9 runs on Men in Black while he waited for us.
the traffic. And spent some great time. I purposely waited for them to get there for me to visit Diagon Alley for the first time.
Mhm.
And the first things that we did was we looked at all the Jaws references that were there.
Cool.
And the jawbones
Uh-huh.
that was in...
Lee's looking wide-eyed at me. You tut.
I've tried not to look at pictures of it so
Okay.
far.
Sorry, Thomas.
No problem. I'm trying to think of the place where we saw it at. Mr. Mulpepper is right next to
Yeah.
the ice cream parlor.
Yeah.
And so there was like... there was a jawbone in the window. So we took a picture of that. And then there's, of course, the record album next to the store
Yeah.
by the
Yep.
Quint Trio, which is Here's This Woman with Bow-Legged Women. And we didn't see it that time, but I went back a previous day, the next day, to hear the Shrunken Heads sing Show Me the Way to Go Home.
Yes, we've seen your video on Facebook. It was very funny.
Yes.
I've watched it about 3 or 4 times because it did make me laugh.
Mhm.
And the other thing is I want to do like a little video to... I brought a map with me of an older map of Universal Studios where it still had the Jaws ride and Amity in the corner from a couple years ago. And so I filmed this, and I guess it's on Facebook as well. But I went up there to the team member at the Escape from Gringotts ride, and I had it filming. I went up there. I said, "Excuse me, where's the Jaws ride?" And she looked at me, and she was like, Jaws? I said, yeah. And I showed her the map. I said, see, there's Disaster. There's Men in Black. It should be right here. And I'm like looking around. I don't see no Jaws ride. And of course, I'm wearing my Jaws shirt. And she looked at me and she said, well, I see Jaws on your shirt there. But she looked around and she said, I see a lot of jawbones on people's faces, but no man-eating shark here. I do apologize. So I was like, okay, well, thank you. But after I pressed stop on that, I said to her, thank you very much. I'm a big Jaws fan. She's like, no, it's fine. We get that all the time. I'm like,
Yeah, but
cool.
most of those people are asking genuinely, where is Jaws?
Exactly. But my thanks to that team member for playing along with me that time. And, but while we're there, Diagon Alley is incredible. I've only seen the first Harry Potter and the last Harry Potter film. I haven't watched the 20 films in between, whatever. But I think that's pretty much all that I needed to, because I asked people, friends, which 2 films must I see? And they said those 2 films. But just having viewed those films before I took my trip, it's just like the movie. And Universal did an A+ job actually bringing you into that world. Everything from the shops and the whole atmosphere is just incredible. And I give the whole Diagon Alley as a whole an A+ because it really takes you to another world.
Brilliant.
But
I
minus...
definitely see the mix. I could definitely see the mix of wonder and sadness on
Yeah.
Thomas's face when we first walked in. It's like, oh, this is awesome theming, but Jaws.
Uh-huh.
Jaws.
And I could just imagine, I mean, like all those store windows, you've heard it before, where people can say they can stay there for hours and hours and hours and just look at everything. And for you Harry Potter fans out there that love these movies and books, I'm so happy that you guys have something like this, because it's like you're actually there, and I can imagine if I was a big Harry Potter fan, how thrilled I would be. So, like I said, A+ for Diagon Alley. The ride, like Lee knows, I gave it a 4 out of 10.
Mhm.
But okay, spoilers, Lee.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay, if you take away something like Jaws, you've got to add something that's better than Jaws, in my opinion.
I agree.
If you just a couple years ago came out with the Forbidden Journey, which I think is A plus, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay, that is 10 out of 10. And you have Transformers and you have Spider-Man. Universal has set a level of 10 out of 10 experiences. When I rode Gringotts, I was let down. It might be because some of the effects or all of the effects were not working. I didn't feel any heat. There's only a little fog. There was no raindrops or wet drops on me, which I think there was a scene where you should be splashed, but nothing fell on me.
Right.
It was, a screen, and then you move around, and then another screen. You sit there for a minute, you watch that, and then move around, and another screen. It didn't have interactive elements like the Forbidden Journey. Like I said, 10 out of 10 for that, and I expect a 9 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10, and it's like they went backwards. And I don't understand, when you have something unique like the Jaws ride, it should be something better than Jaws.
Well, Thomas, just in comparison real quick, because I think I enjoyed it a bit more than you, but I wasn't overly enthralled as well. How does that compare with other screen-based rides for you? Say, for instance, like your Spider-Man and your Transformers and stuff, where you really are just moving from scene to scene with a little bit of motion.
But the special thing about that is Spider-Man. I love comic books. So Spider-Man, 10 out of 10. I love that. You feel heat all the time. You get wet. You spin around. You're actually a part of it. And I love the material based on Spider-Man. This one, it's, okay, you spin around, but there's nothing in front of you. It's just blackness. And where Spider-Man, you had other things coming at you. You had heat and all that while the ride was spinning around. This is just blackness. It's like something is missing from this.
Okay.
The whole experience.
I would be very interested to hear, just kind of see like if that would go up a little bit if all the effects were working, like you mentioned, heat and water and things like that, and the amount of fog that's supposed to be in the final scene and everything like that as well.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think there's more to it than that, because I agree with Thomas almost 100% on this one.
It's like you're watching a movie, and it's like you just sit there and you watch, and plus 3D. I didn't see any 3D at all.
But yeah, and it's a very disjointed movie at that. And
Right.
that's a problem with me. Is every ride you go on has to have a story that's cohesive from the beginning to the end. And I think there were a couple of things that were just thrown in so that they could have like a character in there, like Bellatrix and that kind of thing. Like I think they're just like, okay, we didn't have Voldemort and Bellatrix in the last one, and people complained about it, so we're going to put them in here.
But by that,
I get that impression too.
By that token, then, like Forbidden Journey is most people's favorite ride anywhere, and that's everything just thrown in together with no storyline.
But there's still a story there.
Not really.
I mean, but it feels cohesive from the beginning to the end. Because, it's like, all right, let's take the flu powder and we're going to go to the pitch and watch them play Quidditch, and then, oh no, the Death Eaters attack.
Yeah, okay.
And then you have the Death Eater sequence, and then move on.
See, I would disagree with that. I don't think there's any cohesiveness to Forbidden Journey at all. It's just a play-by-play of what people expect to see in a Harry Potter attraction.
And that's what makes it 10 out of 10, is that it has all the elements that you're expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then that's why, from what I know of Gringotts, is they took it and actually tried to place it in the canon of the films and the books and make it one story, rather than just pulling faces out because she hates the word canon now and I have to use it more and more. They've actually tried to place it in the books and the films and give it a storyline that does kind of exist, but it's like a tangent off the main storyline.
Right, but I think they don't give you enough of that main storyline, because like originally what we had heard in rumors going up to this is that you'd watch a video sequence of that actual portion of the movie before you go in. That doesn't happen. And that kind of thing. So like you need a refresher to like watch that particular sequence like right before you go on YouTube or something like that, and then go in and go. Like if they had that, I think that would help out a little bit, because then you'd realize that you were viewing the scene from another angle.
So what you're saying is like Forbidden Journey, as anybody going into that, whether you're a Potter fan or not, can go in and appreciate that attraction because it is just a greatest hits. Whereas you need to know you need to know the background of. You need to be a Potter fan to appreciate Gringotts to its full. Then
I think you definitely do, and I think you have to be a huge fan.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember that scene out of the 7 movies, you know.
But so Gringotts, I gave a 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Before I get to the Hogwarts Express, everything else about Diagon Alley, the dragon blowing fire, breathing fire, that is breathtaking to see that in person. And the only thing I would change about that is we know that it goes off every 15 or 10 to 15 minutes. Out of all those things that are moving around in the store windows, it would be nice if there was like a countdown clock or something. So you would have, like, if you just walk in, you just missed it, just standing around there for 10 minutes might be kind of boring because there's a lot of people trying to get the right shot, the right angle, trying to do a selfie with the dragon breathing in the background and all that. Just some kind of guide to, like, those people that know, okay, it's going to be in, like, the next 2 minutes. We can go around, get some ice cream, come back, and then it'll be ready for us. So I think they might do something like that.
That could be an idea, especially for people who've got kids. They're gonna, kids can't stand still for more than 30 seconds, can they?
God, no, Jade can't.
I was going to say, now they can do some adults.
I'm bored now.
Yeah, and that dragon in front of the that main street in front of the dragon is like crazy packed all the time.
Right.
So you have to, that's a great idea.
Yep, the Hogwarts Express, 10 out of 10 as an experience.
Cool.
And I've never been on a train before.
Well, ever?
So, never been on a train. Not counting like a train going from one part of an airport to another part, or monorails or anything like that. I'm talking about like a real train. I've never been on a train.
Okay.
So this
Me
is
either,
why
actually.
this is.
What?
That was the first time for me to be on the train.
Well, what a train to have as your first experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. That's why I think
No
it
train
was so
will
magical
ever
for me.
match.
No.
But like I said, having just viewed the movie, oh my God, 10 out of 10. I was there in the movie doing the exact same things that Harry was doing. And that's what they wanted you to feel as someone going to this land. And the whole experience about going through the bricks, I didn't have anybody with me at the time. And I would have had like video of me going through there. And I would have said, hold my camera and film me going through there. But I'll do that next time. But going through the bricks and then waiting for the train to pull up, sitting inside, and spoilers coming up maybe? Okay. But once you sit down and you look outside the window, we all know that the most popular Harry Potter theme song is what, Hedwig's theme?
Yeah.
Did I pronounce it right?
Yep.
There's a new piece of music that I just fell in love with that they play in both Going To and Coming From. When the owl starts flying in the screen to your right outside the window, I'm gonna mess it up, but it goes dun 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 dun. It's like some kind of other theme, and it sounds so magical and so adventurous, and I just fell in love with it. I mean, I would just ride that ride just to listen to that theme, and it took me to like another place.
Cool.
Then you look to your left, and you see like the shadows of the characters, and whenever they touch the side of the door leading into the little cabin, they leave like fingerprint marks.
Oh, wow.
And I saw a Dementor like put his hand up there, and it like left marks where he pulled his hand away.
Cool.
And Ron, I think his character's name is Ron. Yeah. He's like peeking through, and you see his hands there. The frogs that jump on there, and the spiders. And then you look to your right outside the window, and you see the car that's going through the woods, and then it crashes. And I thought to myself, I know that. I've seen this before somewhere. That's like in one of the queue lines, over there at Islands of Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in Dragon Challenge.
Yep.
And now I understand, that it's like I'm actually going over there. And then this took me out of it for a little bit, but it's for a good taking me out of it. When I saw Hogwarts Castle and I heard the Harry Potter theme that we all know and love, it just said to me, it took me out for a second, and it made me think to myself, wow, Universal, you did it. After all these years, you have a way to go from one park to another park. And it's like a weird feeling. It made me feel very good on the inside.
Aww.
Like, this is like an awesome... I mean, I just went from Universal Studios Florida to Islands of Adventure just like that. It was like a good positive feeling on both parts.
Yeah.
And of course, as soon as we get off the train, you see the castle there, and it was just a magical experience. And so that's why I give that ride 10 out of 10, because it really put me in the movie, and that's what these rides and attractions are all about, just like putting you there.
Mm-hmm.
So with those two attractions, I give Diagon Alley as a whole a 10 out of 10, even with, Gringotts, because I've never felt those feelings before. So the good outweighed the bad.
Good.
That's good to hear.
Definitely.
Can't wait to go and see it.
And the big thing, the main event of this trip was, of course, Halloween Horror Nights. And Halloween, the movie, is one of my all-time favorite scary films, that and Amityville Horror. And so I was so psyched to go through this house. They even played Halloween at the AMC every day that week at 11
I saw
o'clock
you
p.m.
posted
Awesome.
that, yeah.
And what better feelings to go to 11 o'clock showing of Halloween, get out of it like around 1 o'clock or so, and it's Halloween, and you're going to be going through that Halloween house in a couple hours.
That's cool.
And so I met up with my friends Kevin and Angela, and they're just as big as fans of Halloween as I am.
The professional theme park visitors, because that's all they ever seem to do.
Yes. We did Halloween 4 times,
Wow.
and counting those 4 times, we went to 10 houses, and 4 of those houses were Halloween. And it was like different every time we went in there. And the first 3 times, I heard that they played Kevin told me that they played the Halloween 3 Silver Shamrock commercial on the TV.
Brilliant.
And all 3 times I went in there, it was always been the thing from Another World playing. So the last house of the night that we did was Halloween, and that's how we wanted to end it. So I saw that commercial play for just like maybe 10 seconds. He's like, Thomas, look, it's playing. And there it was on the TV. I'm like, yes. And there's a scene where Michael Myers jumps out at you, and then he goes back in. I was wearing my Michael Myers t-shirt with his face on it, and at the very last house that we did, Halloween, he did that same scene again. He jumped out, and you know how he tilts his head when he looks at a kill? He tilted his head at me, and then he looked down at my shirt, and then he tilted his head the other way to look at my shirt. Like, hey, that's me on the shirt. So Kevin and Angela saw that, and they said that they never saw him break character like that, where he did like 2 head tilts. Like, that's interesting. It's me on the shirt.
And that's why I didn't kill you.
There you go.
Exactly. I'm a friend.
And that is why Thomas is here still.
Yep. There's a scene where Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, they did like a little special thing where the masks, there was like 2 trick-or-treaters on your left and on your right. They were wearing the mask, but there's also a radio playing. And if you put your ear up to the radio, you heard the theme song to Halloween 3, the Silver Shamrock commercial play.
That is
Awesome.
so cool.
And Kevin said, next time you go in there, put your ear next to the radio and you'll hear it.
That's
So,
awesome.
That was awesome. And the other houses, to rank my 3 top houses,
Okay.
number 1 would be Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Number 2 would be Aliens versus Predator. Just to be face to face with an alien right in your face is awesome.
Cool.
And Walking Dead is number 3. The last part of the house, it was all like strobe lights, and you're out in the fenced area, and that was such an uneasy feeling as to walking very, very slowly, and you only see like a couple of flashes of light, and it was just so it messed my brain up big time, because I was like, what's going on? I don't know what's next to me. Who's this in front? Where do I go? Took me totally out of it, and it was like actually kind of scared, because 1 second there was no one there, and 1 second there was someone right there in your face.
Ooh.
So that was such a cool feeling, the last part of that maze or house. And Walking Dead was number 3.
Cool.
Did you were you able to catch any of the original houses?
Yes, Giggles and Gore. I did do that one. And one of the main complaints that I've heard is Jack's not in there. But thanks to Kevin, the last room, we went in there, he said, Thomas, turn around.
Yeah.
And so I turned around and I looked over the door, and it was like a big face of Jack.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Gregory told me about it the other day because he was listening to last week's show when we were talking about it, and he said, yeah, you don't see it because it's behind you.
I'm going with Kevin. Kevin's coming with us next year.
They are the best guides, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Because they go every night.
Yeah.
Yes, they know it front and back.
Well, Thomas, any
yes.
other major things you want to tell us?
Yes, one last thing. The Film Vault. That store is freaking awesome.
Okay.
For anyone who loves the retro films like Psycho and Jaws and Jurassic Park and Ghostbusters and King Kong, Scarface. My friend was a big fan of The Godfather. I walked in there, I saw Godfather shirts and mugs and hats, and so I took video, sent it to him. I said, Mike, they have Godfather stuff here. What do you want? Because you don't find that stuff at other stores,
No.
It's freaking Godfather stuff. But with the retro and classic theme music playing in the speakers in that store, I love that store. I'm so glad that Universal made that Film Vault store.
Cool.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that one.
I can't wait to get in there, actually. I know Tracy will have me spending a fortune on stuff.
Not just in that store.
Well, yeah.
And the Spider-Man ride. One last thing. Did you know that Iron Man was somewhere hidden in the Spider-Man ride?
Is it pinned
I do.
on the side of one of the buildings?
Yes. I'm late to the party, I guess.
No.
I didn't know it.
Yep. He's on one of the. It's when you get blasted by the gravity gun, you're upside down. It's
right.
he's on one of the billboards. It says Stark Industries, and it has
That's
classic
right.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Cool.
Something to look for. If just heads up, if any of you guys ever get the chance, go on that ride with the glasses off because there's so many cool things like that.
Okay. Because I think there's a couple of Fantastic Four references in there as well, isn't there?
I think so. Yeah. Well, all right then. Well, hey, thank you, Mr. Thomas. It's always a pleasure having you on.
It is, yes.
Thank you guys for having me on again. And so many memories and moments every time I go down there. I can't wait for next year, the 25th anniversary. I can't wait for the next podcast meet.
Same here.
I love Universal. Thank you so much for having me on.
It is not a problem.
Anytime.
Yeah. And I'll make it up to you, Thomas. I couldn't make it this time, but let me know next time, okay? We'll all
No
get
problem.
together. Yeah.
We'll make it right.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right. So, and that is going to do it for another episode. But before we go, we have a competition winner to pick. We recently gave you all the chance to win a Ghostbusters keyring from the new Film Vault at Universal Studios Florida. And Tracy will let everyone know what that question was.
I will indeed. The question was, what is the license plate number of the Ghostbusters car?
And the answer was, of course, Ecto 1.
Lee, would you like to put all the names into a randomizer and let us know who won?
I will. How many times shall I press randomize? 5, shall we say?
Oh, I like even numbers.
4.
600.
I'm not doing 600.
Yeah.
1,
No.
2,
12.
12.
Do one for every pound that Darren gained at Cowfish the other night.
How many, Darren?
Oh, God. 7.
600, right?
I'm going 10, so one more. And the winner is Kerry Hill.
Ah.
Aye.
Woo.
Congratulations, Kerry.
So, Gary, just drop us an email to podcast@uuopodcast.com and let us know your mailing address, and we'll get it in the post. And that's going to wrap up episode 117. So until next week, for Tracy, Lee, Darren, Gregory, and Thomas, I'm Hunter, and this has been another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
That does it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Between shows, we'd love for you to get in touch. So email us with your spews, funny schmitz, comments, questions, and news to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Keep up with what's going on every day by following us on Twitter at UUOPodcast, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/UUOPodcast, follow us on Instagram and Pinterest at UUOPodcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/UUOPodcast, and don't miss a show by subscribing to us on iTunes, and please leave us a review. Not an Apple user? Then head over to uuopodcast.libsyn.com and subscribe to the feed while you're there. You can also find us on Stitcher Radio and at micepod.com. Come find us on our partner site, micechat.com, join the forums, and say hello. So thanks for listening, and remember, be adventurous.
This has been a micepod.com presentation.
MiceChat.com